Nobody should lie to you that Janet is alive. She's not. These Rwandese people have a thing that they discuss and talk about Bachwezi and how they just disappear or vanish. I know for a fact that they're trying to divert attention from several things, but they also want to maintain Janet as a powerful figure in Uganda's, environment. First of all, the Ministry of Education is funded in several ways by different international organizations. And so he wants to defend the fact that Janet, the Minister of Education, is still there. Janet is not there. A few things will tell you. There is a post that came out today where it says that Janet, I'm here, it's me, or whatever the case might be. I want you to remember a time, and this is very personal to me because I was following this like daily. The late Jacob Oulanyah, rest in peace. When he was in Seattle at the hospital and was not here anymore, okay? Somebody went into his social media account. I think it was X. I believe it was X. They went into his social media account and wrote a message that he was saying those things. I had known for a fact that he had gone. So the word was, it's me, yes, Katende. The message says, it's me, blah, 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 Janet, Janet, Janet. Several indicators. Why is it that even if she's there, Mr. Chrysostom Muyingo is appointed Minister of Education? If Janet is truly there and recovering and she's been absent for 3 months, why now that there's all these things, including appointing a new Minister of Education? Why? She's not here. They are going to maintain this thing until they turn it around and say Janet disappeared like the Bachwezi. In the same manner, Museveni wants to disappear. The guy is tired. He's done. He came to Kalangala. That shows you the power of His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu and National Unity Platform. He came to Kalangala to try to win the election for their NRM whoever. The lady, I don't even know her name. And yet, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, being away from the nation, has systems and structures set up that he doesn't have to physically be there for things to run accordingly. And everything ran accordingly. That is the power of organization and doing things the right way. Because Museveni has to figure out how to deal things in the wrong way all the time, he's constantly pulled out of hiding, pulled out of illness, pulled out of ICU to show up and act like he's present. As long as you don't see Janet Museveni, because compared to the two, Museveni is much more frail. Museveni has been older. Museveni should be the one who is unable to. Had Janet been alive, Janet would have been the most able. But today, I can tell you that she's not here. But they want to maintain her in public, that she's here, so that Ugandans think things are just rolling as normal. At a point in time, these people will try to run Uganda after Museveni is gone, just so that we continue thinking that Museveni is here. If this playful cantankerous son does not end up, toppling him in a coup d'etat, which is something they discuss, and show up as the president, Museveni might, in his grave, continue leading Uganda for that period of time until things change. That's how they plan it. But Janet's not here. All of that is diversion. All of that is diversion. So do not even encourage or entertain Janet's nonsense, because it is all about keeping Ugandans busy discussing this, that, and the other. This may be the last time I talk about her because it's not important. Okay? We know she's gone. We like it that she's not here. We're good to go. We're fine moving on this way. Atika wachi, down Makaloni Janet Museveni, kitiro kero ni kono tikwane kono tubunyi ni kono beti ni tina edo ngukati Museveni na wachi ekero dano makiluoni muyingo ena edo dogonga minister me gene me gankwan me lokom gankwan kane ne jena tia da uno kita Museveni wa ni jena don tika jingi no doro amonenko ento ena ki wachi jingi makitimu birthday pa latoni madon beri wa memorial ni Karaman ena doki keri MP manyan, unyo minister manyan. Tero ni, dago eno ni, kome pe, ento joma ki luongi ni bachwezi ni. Gien ti ki tammo ni, giwachi gien girwenya ba. So, pepe na, kero mo kene po bingenu, ni Janet to ba, ni ninko ni ngo. Kibi po ni, mwaka biche ni weng, kara general to mwaka edwema dek, niendo peru chel, niendo peru pedeka chel. Kita kichoyo kere ni. Pegu bu ye ki doggi pien gina bena gi luor loyo ena yeni yom chwin do bod nego Uganda nzoko pien dago enu ni tim mautim ikom jo me Uganda inka in dago mo mai mero maki noni Museveni ma general noni Museveni miriwe yen yo alutina nyera mano Museveni umau gi atata kwo gi utumoko timpa Janet me donyo ga Ministry of me gankwan ki ballo kwan pa jo Uganda mero jami mapewa romo wi waperomo wi tim machila deda me ballo anyimpa jo ma aki Uganda mono wen teacher Janet so Janet ko tie ko pe wabi meta nyim iwachi gi mama tika time ma pat pere loka Janet dong tine da bi weko abi loka ye dong eni me agiki pien ki tika teach kere dong chalo ngo diversion ana wachi mo jami ma don tika time Chalo kelo mohozi ICC ki ngongo gini. Case ne dong tie mecha pal lungol kop. Loke dong tika nyem. So po bal kare kono ni Museveni, kono ni Janet, kono nga. Ko Janet tie ko Janet pe mono yani pe yele wiwa. Aneno ne X page ne and social media ma mohozi tiko commenting yeni. Okero ni an Janet. Ana tika wachi wuni. Amiete duak wiwa ngech. Ikare ma the late Honorable Jacob Olanya kwane tum ki wako kany. Ngatu mo ki Uganda kunu donyo kwa social media. Ochoyo kwa ni ena ye Jacob etika chono message nu. Ene tika wachi ni ene tiye makwo daga yele mo ke kenpe. Mono yam John ba? Johnny Pat ba? Gu donyo gu choyo message kun ginyuru ni gene Jacob ena ye tika chono message nu. Wek dano kwantam gi ki paro la to. Uneno? Johnny Rajiba? So, atika wachibuni, kita gintam kere ni bachwezi rwenya ni. Dok bena giluo ni koni kagitiro ni dago ni kuone pe. Poti mo poto ki jo Uganda, po bitum. Nina di. So, kono gimiro ni bachwezi, kono gimiro gitime ni mono pero gi. Tina ya gikiname lokom Janet. Unge ni Janet kuone pe. Unjo mo penya ni. Message na duongba. Janet ko Janet kuone pe. Pien ko ni Janet kuone tie. Museveni ni on birthday ne. La wo madani. O wali ni Janet dong tika chang. Okay. Ka tika chang chi pingo tim da kila ko ke minister manyen. Pingo. Museveni uberu katimu kori tim eni managa yang Museveni udonyi ke. Gien ma Museveni nyuru. Pat ki gin ma Museveni timo. En wego lobo weng no tamani Museveni dong jal ma gwa mo ko. Museveni tuan la tal en kori dano ma obino nego dano luero ma tega de dani. Chi wali ni jo po boro ebere neko dano ni. Acholi ki kam kacha. Dano ma obere kam ubutiti. Jo ma obino goy wani toba. Guber ka loko lep. Kori lep mondi. Ineo? Po beru kon, po beru loko leba choli. Museveni oro baganda ye manoti mon kacher ka tonga choli ka chapien miete ki wia choli ku wachi. Luloga yo bino tonga wakany. Kado mori wia choli ku meno dong pegi bi mieto la loga. Watien tia choli mo wachi. Bobby Wine to la loga ba. Wigi will ni Bobby Wine Latin Uganda. Beloi machamo awa ki wako niko. Matika tia kodana ko wengiko. Wuru miti Tuara machani. Umiru Museveni tutwali pingo. Jimmy ma Museveni utimu kuntimu kuman notika meaning gina kumani. Wangapola ta. Dr. Yuki Jo Uganda. Sectors me Uganda go weng woru kichik pa Museveni. Kita Museveni iyo mero kere. Peti ngati mo matiu igamente pa Museveni. Mati keketi Ministry of Health. Ane ano gena video mani ma udonga tauka ti wajuni honorable donga tauka ti wajuni en pay ngeyo pingo kikero Acheng honorable Acheng kikwanyo ki ministry me healthcare kikero ko ministry money. Very well ki baya wako. Petie ministry mo keken ma keketi Ministry of Health. Acheng karini ukwano beru doctor. Gien ma Museveni meti Acheng tim. Acheng param kwerne. Ineno. Ikare me COVID down mo to no duon ta ma Museveni wai. COVID ayo nekoge. Ki waja ni COVID. Acheng param wachu ne mapat. Pero mo wachu gimo mapat. Peki buli ni policy mo ni office mo ke kene gamente pa Museveni ni. Tiu pere kene kita buye tiu kere nyo kita enria kere. Ko. Dano makiluoni Muyingo, Chrysostom Muyingo. Ubered master na yanki na mugongo kacha. Muyingo gangkwani pa Muyingo dano karupen lutien ma aki area kadeda. Ento abi wachini gangkwani me Uganda o weng. And maki wa ikonu Uganda gina anyway. UPE kwa U something. Wenga nkwani maraji moto. Lutien pa karupen, latien mo ne ko karupen no latien ni teka deda. Dano maberu la wongang kwan mak lutien kari yetu twali. Ngoma wego emperomo yupo policy matiu pijowe Uganda. Eno wego Museveni ena wachi wuni. Petie office mo ke kene Uganda matiu pere kene pidano me Uganda ko. Chik wenga ke bod Museveni. Wadano me National Unity Platform eni make mako gini. Jami weng makitimi kom Johnny. Chim ake bod Museveni gi. Aya, do de. Do wangi patch. Do kwan luere. Do tongchie. Do lun bone. Do rapping. Weng ake bod Johnny. I'm saying that there is not a single office in Uganda that functions independently without Museveni's emphasis on how things must be done. For example, Honorable Dongoto came on TV and was speaking about how he's disappointed that the health minister has been removed from health ministry and put to a different ministry, which is not, I don't know, representative of her skills or whatever the case might be. But compared to what? What is Nabanja doing as a prime minister? She can't write a policy, let alone writing a general paper about anything. Just say, write about plastic bottles. She's not going to know what to say. She doesn't know how policy works. She has no idea. There is nothing Nabanja contributes to that ministry. She's just Museveni's toy that he says, do this, do that, go to Kakumiro, go to this, go to those people whose homes are broken and tell them that they're doing comedy. Literally, that's what, intellectually, that's what Prime Minister Nabanja can do. So, speaking of Health Minister Acheng, Odongoto is disappointed. Honorable Odongoto, that's my brother from the north. I don't believe that anything special, exceptional, comes from Minister Acheng being a doctor in her area of work. Because in your emphasis, you say during COVID, she worked a lot. Sure. During COVID is also when they injected people with vaccines that were expired. During COVID is when Museveni got rid of most Ugandans he wanted to get rid of. Most Ugandans were just gone and labeled COVID. During her tenure is when they're vaccinating kids without record. They don't give you a record that you're vaccinated. They vaccinate the kid at home. He goes home. He goes to school. They vaccinate again. He goes to the market. They vaccinate again. No report. The same thing. The side effects are crazy. There is not a ministry that performs out of its own intellect, out of its own abilities, out of its own training. Look at Byabakama. Byabakama went all the way to Kalangala to steal elections and pronounce the wrong results. Despite all the inequities, like trucks without license plates, like the military being there, the police being there, bullets being fired, ballot boxes being stuffed, total number of voters exceeding actual registered voters. I mean, the inequities were extreme. Byabakama went on to order the NRM candidate the winner. That is a policy. That is a department that Odongoto is defending professionalism. I mean, I can go on. Muyingo. I went to school in Namugongo. Muyingo's schools are the best performing in Uganda. And he's a proxy of Janet, obviously. Muyingo owns or runs those schools on behalf of Janet. It is no wonder it is Muyingo appointed to, as they say, temporarily take over Janet's position. Muyingo's schools are a proxy of Janet's schools. Janet actually owns them. So, being as excellent as those schools that he runs are, let me show you what I'm saying. There is not a single UPE school or government school that performs, that has supplies, that is in great condition, that has everything they need for children to succeed. None. All the UPE government schools where Muyingo gets paid to do his job is where you find no ceilings, no roof, kids sitting on blocks, they have no food. Teachers, first of all, go and drive borders, then come back to schedule to try to be on time to teach. Those are the policies. That is the person who is an intellectual. That is the person who runs one of the best schools personally for Janet, who cannot excel in his own ministry. That goes to show you there is no ministry in Uganda that performs out of its own abilities. No. Byabakama is a judge, by the way. The guy is a judge. Several elections that he has run through have been void of being correct. They have had all manner of recorded evidence of inequities. All manner. Some he has been asked about, but he finds a way to fumble out of it. There is not a single ministry where Museveni does not direct how things are done. So I don't care if you're smart, brilliant, you are chosen because you're professional. That is why Nabanja exists. That is why Byabakama, a professional, does what he does. That is why Acheng, being a doctor, will allow children to be vaccinated left and right at home. Then when they meet them at school, again, when they're in the public place, again, without any records to track how many vaccines have this child got, or this family, for that matter. No. During COVID, people were injected with expired vaccines. Which COVID did Acheng fight? None. Diana Twine and this, all they do is to the interest of Museveni. In fact, I shared a video of Tubbs' experience during his abduction recently. I'm telling you, even the police who commit these atrocities, even the military who abduct and torture and kill Ugandans are instructed from Museveni, Muhoozi, Salim Saleh, and on. To the T. Tubbs will tell you that somebody came to cut my hair, and then another person said, stop, they haven't yet given me orders to cut his hair. The people who have been through detention by these people and torture, Eddie Mutwe and all of them, they will tell you that somebody calls and the guard will answer the phone and the guard will start acting right after that. They will say things like, cut off his fingers now. What did he say? Waterboard him right now. Take off his clothes right now. Cut off his fingers right now. Press on him with pliers right now. Now it's time to hang him upside down. It's time to kill them. People who have lived through these atrocities will tell you that every step of the way was communicated from above by cell phone. So nobody can lie to you that Museveni, that any sector of Uganda performs independently. No, they're all instructed, right from some good to the worst. For people to get lynched or injected, orders come from above. Give him another dose. What did he say? Give him another dose. Pick him from here and take him there. All these orders. There was a guy who was bragging. What is his name? The guy who took his pants down and showed us his behind. Showed the Kavaka his behind. That guy. He said as soon as Muhoozi tells him to go and abduct Joel Senyonyi, his heart will not beat before he gets there. Look at that. All orders about everything comes from those people. And they perform on order. So there is not a sector, not a department, no, not even a guard locally anywhere acts on what they know is right as a duty to their job. No. Patrick, thank you. Chisacha Sichani. I know it's Chisacha Mkama. I don't know how that matches, but anyway. So, nobody, Honorable Dongoto, I respect you, but surely there is not a single department that does anything. There's not a single sect. It is government policy that Museveni and the Muhoozis do things to the bottom. You know, including giving farmers poison to poison their coffee because they want to take monopoly over producing coffee. It is all about above. Phone call. Order from above. Everything is order from above. So not a single department performs on its own. That's a lie. If anybody has any witness or evidence, let me know. Because we'll see them by their acts. All this while Museveni performs this way when he means this for a long time. Museveni has never acted as he meant, openly. No. So it's getting late, but let's speak about Paulo Kafero. Let's talk.